Hola, Fran.
Hola, Jorge.
Another week. Here we are.
Here we are, one more week going to be doing our Spanish Blues podcast.
Some people might say, "Oh no, again these two," but
Can this is like OMG? Go get yourself something. So
uh,
let's get some music.
yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
Well, Francisco, we're gonna touch a topic today that I know you're very fond of it because you love all these kind of things. We're gonna talk a little bit about maybe a little bit of gossip, nobility, by all means, nobility, and it's about what is called in the nobility level the House of Alba, one of the oldest in the European history, isn't it?
So yes, today we're gonna be talking about the Casa de Alba, the House of Alba. Probably the most powerful novelty, not in Spain, in Europe.
Hmm.
We're talking that this family, they have over 40 different titles.
Oh,
Let,
40?
over 40. Okay,
Oh,
let me give you some of them.
wait a
Okay.
minute, wait a minute. Before going into all these titles, do you have any history why they got the title, etc., etc., etc.?
Yes. So
Of
the
course, I
history,
wasn't expecting less from you.
of course. So you said it is one of the oldest novelty titles in Europe. It
Yep.
is. It dates back to 1429, right? Before America is discovered. It's the moment of the Catholic kings, a little bit before. That is the moment when Gutierrez Álvarez de Toledo, a gentleman, gets the title of Alba. First, as the Lord of Alba, we need to wait until 1472 when the Catholic kings give this guy the name of Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we have dukes, counts, well, the whole range and hierarchy.
But
They get the title.
isn't it true that to get to that status, you have to do something prior to, like something like either working or giving things to the crown or
You have to
conquering?
be totally loyal to the crown.
Yeah.
And to be a duke, you don't have to go to war, especially not anymore. But back then, you have to either go to war for the crown of Spain or for Christianity.
Or being recognized about what you've done in the past, your family, your lineage. Is that right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
So that's it. This is the moment that they get the title Duke of Alba. But what happens is that history goes on and on and on. 1492, America is discovered. We become the big empire. The grandson of Isabella and Ferdinand, the Catholic monarchs, is Charles the First of Germany.
That's the
Charles
first
the
of Spain.
Charles the First of Spain,
Yeah,
fifth of Germany,
that's right.
and the family of Alba is going to work for the crown, for the big, big, big empire. Okay? The third Duke of Alba, he is Fernando Álvarez de Toledo, one of the big, big ones, because he is. This is the moment when the Netherlands want to succeed from the crown of Spain or from the Habsburgs Empire. He is one of the ones that in 1547 there's a big battle, Mulberg, and he wins this battle for the
Hmm.
crown of Spain, and the empire gets together. Okay, it's like, nope, you're not gonna move. This is it. This is empire.
Hmm.
From this point on, really, the family has been always supported the royal family in Spain. As we go on in history, you, Jorge, we have talked about this. First, the first lineage, royal lineage that we have in Spain are the Habsburgs,
That's right.
but all the way until the year 1700, when there are no more Habsburg heir, we have the succession wars, and
Hmm.
then the Bourbons
Come
come
over.
into Spain.
Yeah.
Okay, the family of Alba positioned themselves pro the Bourbons, so they keep on going, and they get even more titles.
So they just joined the power that was at the moment
They have
ruling. Uh-huh.
ruling big, big, big. big. I mean, they have possessions absolutely everywhere. Okay?
Mm.
This House of Alba, one of the things I think is pretty cool is that you you can be the Duke, El Duque de Alba, the Duke of Alba, but you can be the, I guess, Duquess, the
Duchess,
women,
the
the
Duchess.
Duchess. Oh God, thank you, Duchess of Windsor. There we go, the Duchess of Alba. So we have, this is not one of these novelty titles that only falls on the male. We have Dukes and Duchess of Alba.
So it could be male or female. So
Could
it's
be male or
inherited by
female.
is it the correct me if I'm wrong. If it's the first kid born of the, following the family
Mhm.
lineage,
That's it. It is the
whether it
first
is
one,
man or woman.
man or woman.
Uh-huh.
And
Good.
in history, I I would say they're more interesting the Duchess of Alba than the Dukes of Alba. Dukes of Alba, they were warriors, not a big deal. The women have been, oh boy, clever, 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 clever women, powerful and incredible. So, as we were saying, the Duke of Alba, as they started on the 1400s all the way to today, they have 100,000 million novelty titles.
100,000 millions.
Okay. Or 40 novelty titles. You know
All
how I
right.
love to exaggerate just a little bit?
No, you don't.
Okay, so let me give you the most important ones because there are many more. Okay.
Okay,
So
please go ahead.
they're Dukes of Alba,
Hmm.
Huescar, Berwick, Liria, Jerica, and Montoro. There are also Marquis of El Carpio, Villanueva del Río. There are Counts of Lemos, Lerín, Olivares, and on and on and on and on. They have more novelty titles than anybody else in the world.
Francisco, do you know that anecdote that happened in Spain in 18, no, sorry, 1989 when
1989.
the Queen Elizabeth
It's a,
II from England came over to Spain on an official visit? Do you remember what happened?
yes, I do remember. Please share what happened. Yes, 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 yes. That
This
was
is a
one
little
of
bit of
the.
gossip slash curiosity.
Hey, as you said,
And
today we're going to gossip a little bit. So today's going to be novelty gossipy, which we love.
well, first of all, we have to say that I mean, nowadays it's the Duke of Alba, which is the oldest son of the person we're going to talk about right now. Her name was Cayetana Fitz-James Stuart, the Alba. So she was the Duchess of Alba. Okay, and
As
she
we
was
said, the
alive. And
Duchess were the most fun over the Dukes. I mean, the
oh,
Duchess. And
she
this
was.
woman was,
I loved that woman. She was
everybody in Spain
so
loved her.
avant-garde, so ahead of her time. At the same time, the protocol that she had to follow, she was just, pristine in the way she had to follow the protocol. Well, what happened, getting back to that anecdote, Queen Elizabeth II from England decided to come over to Spain, invited by the former king Juan Carlos I, that they are also relatives. But let's focus in Cayetana and the Queen of England. They were both cousins on seventh grade.
Okay,
Okay,
distant
so
cousins.
yeah, and well, both houses, the British royal house and the or the England English royal house, better
The
say,
Windsors.
yeah, and the House of Alba, protocolary people, they have to meet together and make an agenda to avoid them of both of them publicly to cross together because due to the number of titles that the Duchess of Alba had, the Queen of England had to bow in front of her, letting her pass through. So just imagine if they were going to cross a doorway, just crossing a door. If they were together, the Queen of Alba, the Queen of England, sorry, by protocol, they had to let Cayetana go first. So they gathered together and say, okay, let's see how this puzzle we can make it and put it in a position that officially they never cross.
Yes.
They can, of course, Cayetana, by all means, she has to bow officially in front of her in an official act because Cayetana was not a queen. So the queen, Cayetana, she had to bow in front of a queen, but on protocolary basis, Cayetana could go a step further from the queen. So they avoided all that. They totally avoided all that. It was a immense joy of for those who loves these kind of gossips
Well, and
scenes.
the protocol.
Just imagine, okay?
It was one of the hot moments
Hmm.
with this Duchess of Alba. Really,
Odd moment.
she was a character. She was born in 1926, exactly the same year as Isabella II.
I'm my
Uh,
mom. I'm my mom.
and your mom? Okay, the three most important women on this podcast. Duchess of Alba.
Yeah,
Also, we had the Queen and your mom born in 1926.
that's right.
What happens is that imagine you are the head of protocol of the Windsors or the Alba. How are we going to do this? It's going to like, oh my God, they are cousins. They want to be together. They know each other. They're same age. And oh, I would have loved to be in the protocol teams there. Like, how do we do it? How do we don't do it?
I would have loved also to be there, but just to laugh about
Yes,
how
you
they
love.
could manage. Okay.
And to me, especially, let's talk about this Duchess of Alba. We go to the ones before
Yeah.
that they were from, but this Duchess of Alba, Cayetana, as we said, born 1926. It's a moment when the Spanish novelty, it's the end of the royalty in Spain before the war, before Franco. This is the moment where she's born. Her family supports the royal family who are in exile
Hmm.
from Spain. They are allowed to stay in Spain, but in a very mega restricted society. I mean,
What do you
she is
mean?
born in a very controlled, everything by the rules. And this woman is a free spirit.
Uh-huh.
This woman was strong, powerful both mentally and spiritually, but also politically. Okay, she's super wealthy. She can do whatever she wants, but she is in a men's world,
Yeah.
and she has all the titles, and she has the. So I can imagine her like trying to explode, and the way she, how could I phrase it? She got her freedom.
Hmm.
It was what people was not expecting. She she was deeply in love with the city of Sevilla in
Yeah.
Andalusia. And when she would go to Sevilla, she loved to get around the gypsy community of
The
Sevilla.
gypsy
And
community. That's true. Yeah.
let's
They
think
they
about
loved
it.
her. They
They
loved
loved
her.
her.
Yeah.
But at this moment, Franco is sending gypsies to the Nazi camps in Germany. Franco hated them. And here you have this woman who understands that the passion, the freedom of the gypsy community of Spain, the relationship between the gypsy community of Spain and the Duchess of Alba, it was, and it remained all her life. I mean, really, the devotion they had to each
Hmm.
other. It was one of the most beautiful, beautiful relationships. She's the one that brought that. I think the respect that we have in Spain now for the gypsy community, it comes a lot thanks to her because
Yeah.
she,
I think exactly the same as you. Yeah.
I mean, she brought jazz people to people. It was,
Yeah.
I don't care the label. You are free minded, you're free spirit, you are like me. I have a crown, I have a tiaras, big deal. You are more free than I am. And
Mm.
that beautiful connection was incredible. She lived her life in a passionate way. I mean, she got married to the guy she had to get married, Luis Martinez de Irujo.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Big wedding. Franco went to the wedding. It was the big thing. Her second husband, when the first husband died, she married an ex-Jesuit.
I know that. Yeah.
And but let's think about it again. Franco hated the Jesuits because they are free thinkers. They're the most open-minded part of Catholicism, and she is marrying a Jesuit who has come out of the Jesuits. It's like mind blowing. It's like, oh, girl. And then the guy dies, and many, 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 many years later, when she's 85,
Francisco, yes, please, before continuing, she had her kids with the first husband,
mhm,
none with the second. Is that right?
none with the second. She had
Okay,
six
thank
kids
you.
with the first one,
Six. Whoa.
six, six kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the second husband, they didn't have any children. And when she was 80, well, she started dating this guy. She was 80 and he was 47, something like that. And 4 years later, she asked him for marriage. An 85-year-old lady is going to
Yeah.
get married to I think he was at that time 55, something like that. And but he was sweet, caring. He would take her out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, it was not a sexual relationship. It was a platonic relationship. It was, I don't know, it was
Hey,
a,
you never know. I mean, those are things that if there is any kind of physical contact, good for them. Why
good for
not?
them. I mean, I'm not judging them at all. I mean, in fact,
Yeah.
I think she was looking just a companion for the end of her life. And this
Mm-hmm.
guy gave it to him. And she was, again, a free spirit and said, I'm going to get married.
But
Imagine,
didn't she have problems with the kids?
that's it. Imagine when
Yeah.
kids, I'm getting married. It's like, hell no, you're not going to get married with this guy who's nobody. No. As I said, I am going to get married, but don't worry, I'm going to get my will before I die. Before I get married, I get everything done. So they did the whole thing. And she said, my new husband to be, he doesn't want titles. He's going to get one of those little titles, nothing, but he's going to get a house. He's going to get a life pension, not a huge, I mean, a good one, but he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't need to work anymore. That's all I want for him. And the kid said, well, if that's it, big deal. Go get married. And they got married. And it was
Mm-hmm.
beautiful because she had a lot of physical problems. She got super well for the wedding and she was a delight. And at the end of her life, I mean, at the end, the last 15, 20 years of her life, she she's now in democracy and she is the most powerful woman in Spain and she is strong and she has character and she would not be quiet. Nobody would tell her to
What to
close your
do?
mouth. It's
What to
like,
do?
no. She would give her opinion about anything and everything. And she was like, I'm doing this. So she she made us all fall in love with her because
Mm-hmm.
she was very professional. She in the protocol moments, she was
Oh yeah.
always perfect.
Yeah. She was following the rules of the protocol strictly. Yeah.
She was super strict with that because that was her job, has her
Mm-hmm.
title. But she was also a character. She was always with gypsies and she would, she had all this huge curly hair and she would let it free. It's not, no, I'm 80. I'm not going to have a nice little bow on my, no, I'm going to let my curls go crazy. And if I want to put
Yeah.
flowers in my hair, I'll put flowers in my hair. I don't care. And nobody should
Yeah.
say anything.
I remember gossip magazines of the time. That's when she was vacationing in summer in Mallorca. She used to go there with no bodyguards, only an assistant with her, normally another lady, and um, and then obviously all these paparazzis, they were with the big zooms ready from the distance, just take a photo. And she was wearing a very colorful bikini and
80 plus wearing a
80
bikini.
plus, yeah. And then when she was very much criticized, especially on the TV media, this gossip,
Yeah.
very incisive programs.
Yellow press.
Yeah, yellow
Yeah.
press. And then once she said, excuse me, I'm doing what I please. I'm conscious that my body is not perfect, but no one is going to tell me what to wear when I'm going to the beach and when I'm going to a party at night. If you don't like my dress, don't look at it.
I love
Right?
her. I love her.
And was the to me the moment that I said chapeau for this lady was when you said about that third marriage. that she had a lot of physical problems, as you said, and she was most of the time in a wheelchair. But for the wedding, she went into the church because I mean it was a Catholic wedding because she was
Mhm.
widowed, so she could go again into a not just a civil wedding but a church wedding.
Religious wedding.
So she walked the alley to the main altar. She walked out of the church. Then she was taken to where the party was or the reception was going to be, and she was taken into the wheelchair, pushed by her husband already, and then some Sevillanas music started to playing. And you know what she did? Do you remember those
Yes,
scenes? She
I
just got up
remember.
the chair and started dancing, limited movements, of course, but dancing Sevillanas with the people that they were invited to this reception, and people that it was a representation of the gypsy community as well in Sevilla.
Yes, it
So
was
that was
very, very
oh
beautiful.
fantastic, fantastic that woman. And now the austereness of the Duke of Alba, that nobody knows anything about him, is very jealous of his privacy, etc., etc. But Francisco, do we have any backgrounds about what they actually own?
Well, their net worth is very, very complicated to know. It is valued about 5 billion euros,
Hmm.
okay? But we don't know exactly how much it is. First of all, they do have incredible palaces. They have the two most important one is the one in Madrid, is the Palace of Lydia,
Palacio de Liria, that's right. Yeah.
which is the official residency of the House of Alba.
Hmm.
Once in a while, you can visit. Have you ever been able to get in? Because I've tried like 100 times and it's been impossible.
No, because just until now, the visits were very restricted, only like about 2 or 3 times per year, if I'm not mistaken. But is one of these families that they are so wealthy that probably their wealth is in properties, but not in cash flow.
Mhm.
So what happens? They have seen a niche there to open the Palace of Liria in Madrid, and the other one is the Casa Dueñas, could be Francisco,
Las
the
Dueñas in
Casa Dueñas in
Sevilla.
Sevilla. That's right. So now there are more frequent visits. Okay, tickets are. I'm not gonna say not cheap, but it's not that expensive. But only to see the collection of art that they have.
And that is a good one. I
Oh,
mean, we're
my goodness.
talking Velasquez, we're talking Tizian, we're talking Rembrandts, we're talking, of course, Goyas. I mean,
Goyas, yeah.
so
You know the
really, what
gossip with Goya, right?
we need to talk about yet another Duchess of Alba, the one of the 1800s.
Okay, let me say the part one and you say the part two.
Okay, go ahead, you start.
There is,
She,
I mean, we all know Goya, that he was an avant-garde person as well as an artist, going through several periods. And there are many civil works that he did, and also personal works that he wanted to do. And there is two very famous paintings. They are in a permanent collection at the Prado Museum in Madrid. Then they are called the Maja. There are two Majas. Okay, how could you define Maja in English, Francisco?
Maja, una maja, I mean, somebody who is majo is a
Yeah,
nice person.
yeah.
But a maja, it's like, it was from an 1800s type of war. It's somebody that is, a little bit society, fine, refined, somebody a little
Hmm.
higher.
Not flamboyant.
Somebody, I don't want to say flamboyant because flamboyant, I think, has like a negative
Okay, yeah,
connotation into
might
it.
be, maybe,
And
yeah,
and to
maybe.
me, maja is not somebody flamboyant. It's somebody
Hmm.
like in the 1920s, somebody gay, somebody,
Hmm.
happy, somebody that it's not just flamboyant. It's
Okay, right.
with no
So,
connotation.
well, the name of the two
Anyway,
paintings are the
okay.
undressed Maja, which is with no clothes at all, just in a sofa, just reclined like that. Okay. And then it is the dressed Maja, which is the same person in the same sofa, in the same position, but with clothes on. And now you tell the gossip.
And in art, we have seen a lot of nudity. I mean, from Greece, we
Yeah.
have nudity. Nudity is not the issue. The issue is that in history, in art history, we never know who is the naked person. It's a god, it's a goddess, it's this, it's that, it's Venus, it's whatever. In these portraits, we're not quite sure, but it is said that it is.
Legends,
Legend
gossips.
says that it is the Duchess of Alba.
Yeah.
We cannot know, but she looks way too much. And especially if you take a close look to the undressed, the naked Maha, on, it's very strange because it's like a body without a neck. It's just body and head. It's kind of weird. But on the lower neck, there's like a greenish shadow,
Blurred.
blurred, there we go, which is a jewel that the painter Goya painted and painted over because that green gem was owned by the Duchess of Alba. And if that necklace was on her, it is the Duchess of Alba. We don't know for sure because it's covered.
Hmm.
But what makes the relationship interesting, and I love the gossip, it's suddenly you have the most powerful women in Europe. Okay, you have the most powerful lady in Europe posing naked for Goya. Goya is painting his many times when we see a naked image, it is many times it's a prostitute and then they change their face, but it is the Duchess of Alba, totally relaxed, posing for Goya. Which means, I mean, on the Duchess of Alba point of view, she's like totally relaxed. It's like
But
big
we're talking early 1800s, not about the
1800s.
Cayetana that we talked
No,
about
no, no, no.
earlier.
We're talking
1800s.
1800s.
So it's
Bro,
her ancestors.
yeah, their ancestors, the predecessor, the great
Yeah.
great great grandmother of
Yeah.
Cayetana. And but for Goya, Goya is painting the Duchess of Alba naked. She is posing for you naked, meaning there's more than just a pose.
Oppose.
They just had sex and he's sketching her. He is having sex with the most powerful woman in Spain, the most powerful woman in Europe. And she's posing totally relaxed for him.
And that is, as a disclaimer here, this is one of the legends of those
It's
two
one of the
paintings.
legends, one of the
Okay?
legends
One of the
that
gossip
obviously
slash legends.
and
Good.
I believe it totally because I want to, because it's so funny.
You're evil.
I know, and I love myself. But come on, this is so powerful. It is so amazing. And if you have the chance to go to one of the palaces, you're going to see some of the portraits that Goya made to the Duchess of Alba. There's one very special where she's all dressed. This the white Duchess of Alba because she's wearing a white outfit with a beautiful red ribbon around her waist, and she's doing something very strange with her hands. She's pointing down, and you can see a ring, and it's like, what is she pointing? What is she? Well, all the lines, especially Cayetana, the great 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 granddaughter of this Duchess, she wanted, definitely wanted to find out if there was something more than just muse painter relationship. And the Duchess of Alba, Cayetana, found out that there were letters, love letters, in the incredible library that the Alba house has.
Oh, yeah, they have
There were letters from
huge
Goya to the
library.
Duchess of Alba. And they were not, I would like to have this time you painting. No, they were much more spicy. Let's put
Hmm.
it that way. So
Spicy.
they did
That's
have
a good word,
something.
spicy.
And but it's I think it's beautiful because this woman from the 1800s, she was married at the time and she has a lover who is the most important painter of the court of Spain. He is painting for the crown of Spain and she doesn't care. She is a free soul, like the great 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 granddaughter. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
it comes in the lineage. The women of the Alba family are free spirits, powerful and amazing women. Okay? In this, if you have a chance to see the collection of art, as we say, for us Spanish people, the Titians are great, the Rembrandts are great, the Velázquez are amazing, but especially the connection between the House of Alba and Goya, it's the thing. I've seen, I think it's come out of the palace twice, the paintings of the Duchess of Alba painted by Goya outside of the houses of Goya.
Some of them, yeah. Yeah.
And I've seen them, and they're so beautiful. I mean, everybody knows that for the two of us, Jorge, Goya is one of our favorite
Yeah, oh
painters.
yeah, absolutely. But besides Goya, as you said, well said before, they have Rubens, Velasquez, Titians, manuscripts,
Oh,
and historical artifacts. I
they
mean,
do have
it is
handwritten.
another museum to me.
Well, they have handwritten letters by Christophorus Columbus.
Yeah, yeah, they
I
do.
mean,
They do.
it's like,
Yeah.
who has handwritten letters of Christophorus Columbus? For God's sake,
Yeah,
it
I
has.
mean, who has? Yeah, that's right. I mean, to me, that is like, how can I say? Um, I don't know much about other nobility houses in Europe. Of course, they have the lineage and the fortune, etc. But I mean, this is a fortune like no other. And well, you well said earlier that the fortune is estimated to be in around, nobody knows exactly the figure, 5 billion euros, mainly in possessions. Right, supposedly, I mean, this is just a supposition that nowadays they own in the what it is the country of Spain, almost 100,000 acres of land. That is
Yeah.
quite a lot. Okay, and I mean, if you compare that, that is like about 100, almost 200 times the size of Monaco. Monaco is not big, but multiply that for 200, okay? And also, have you ever heard about that legend that it was said in the old times here in Spain about a squirrel that could go from north to south of Spain, just only jumping from Alba's family's lands to another without touching any other grounds? Did you know
Yes.
about that?
It's one of those legends to
One of those
see
legends.
how much property they
Yeah.
have around.
Mhm.
Wait, one little gossip. Here in the
Oh,
Basque
another
Country,
one?
the one, hey, we love gossip. In this beautiful city of San Sebastian,
Yeah.
they do own a house, a palace. Okay, in Geldo Mountain, the
Yeah.
House of Alba, they do have a house. Okay,
I
but they
didn't
don't
know
own.
that. Really?
But they don't technically they don't own the house.
Okay.
There's one rule for them. It is a house owned by the House of Alba as long as the Duke or Duchess of Alba spends 2 weeks a year in it.
Wow.
So every year they count 15 days to San Sebastian.
Mm-hmm. There you
One of
go.
those old quirky traditions that's like, for real? Yes, they do. And I love it. I mean, it's a fun family, powerful with they are great preservers of the arts. I mean, they do have an incredible collection of art. As you said, they have a lot of properties. They have lack of cash.
Yeah.
So poor people. It's like I only have 100,000 castles. Like, excuse me. but but yes, they have.
Brian, you are so dramatic
But
sometimes.
okay, no, but now let's get into their position. Okay, they have all of these houses that you need to take care. I don't see them vacuuming the floor. They have people who do that.
Neither do I. That's right. You're
You
totally right. Yeah.
you have Goyas and you have Rembrandts.
Yeah.
They need special technicians to take care of their paintings.
Of
So
course. Yeah.
they have again, oh poor people. They have a lot of expense every month. They have a lot of people working for them. So
Ah,
one of the things.
you're
So hey,
cracking me up today, Fran.
well, but come on, poor people.
Poor people. Yeah.
But
I'm so sorry now for them.
I me too.
You're
No, but
changing my perspective.
but to me, one of the things that having such a powerful Duchess of Alba, the Cayetana lady, she was so open-minded, so fun, so with normal people. Now her son is a big introvert.
Yeah.
He's super shy. He doesn't want, as you said, doesn't want to make her life public. So we don't know anything about what's going on now with the House of Alba, which is a pity because, come on, they were fun to watch. So, but it's the royal
Yeah.
gossip that we have in Spain.
It is. It is amazing. I think that's the legacy of this family has come to be, part of making of this country's identity. through the in the shades, not in the front of the political spectrum, but in the shades. Okay, and well, I don't know. This is poor people. I'm just thinking about when you were so dramatic earlier.
Family. I have 10 castles.
Okay, well, Francisco, is there anything else? Some funny things that you have to
Nothing
say?
else to be
You
talking
have
about
been
the
today
House
the
of
one
Alba.
with the fun facts.
Hey, if you give me some royal gossip, I like that one.
Fantastic, I love it. Well, chicos out there, I hope you have enjoyed this special episode today. That it was supposed to be just another one, but to me, it's been real fun. All of them are fun. Don't get me wrong,
No,
but
but
this
this one
one
has
has
been
been
fun.
special, you know.
Yeah.
And well, if that will help immensely if you just give a like and subscribe to this podcast, where it is in audio and also in YouTube with the name Spanish Loops. If you have any comments to say, share any of your thoughts or share some photos of your travels into Spain, just do it on Spanish Loops at gmail.com. And also Francisco's website is travelingsteps.es. Mine is travelingwithjorge.com. And here we are. Whenever you like us, Francisco, I think that I said everything I had to say for this week. Your
It's been
turn.
great, the talk this week. And hopefully we have brought a smile to everybody on the other side of the waves. And as you
You
said,
did
if
to
you
me.
hadn't,
You did to me.
if you guys got a smile today, hey, give us a thumb up and subscribe to our channel. That we
Yeah.
love to do that.
All
Jorge,
right.
thank you very much. I shall see you next week.
I shall see you next week too. Thank
Everybody,
you.
we love you. See you next week. Adios, amigos.
Bye. And as usual, we want to thank all our listeners for being there every week, letting us sharing our talks. Follow us in Spanish Loops in Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or your favorite platform.
And in Instagram, you can find us as the Spanish Loops Podcast. No spaces altogether. If you want to find us the quickest way, just Google Spanish Loops Podcast and you will find us. Hasta la vista, amigos.
See you next week.